The show features three American guys trying to find love with non-English speaking women. There's no language barrier when it comes to love for three new reality stars. E.T. Steny Directo spoke to Khalil Houghton, Dylan Hodge, and Trip Bromley, the three guys looking for love on Love and Translation, TLC's new show in which the American men try to build a connection with women from all over the world, none of whom speak English. I knew we would be meeting foreign women, but I didn't know they wouldn't speak any English. That was a surprise for me, Dylan tells E.T., with Khalil adding, I was like, what did I get myself into? What am I about to say that's going to help portray myself to these girls? How are you going to make a connection? Meanwhile, Trip went right into problem-solving mode, with his instincts pushing him to set a tone. If I show I'm a goofy guy, then maybe that'll bring some goofiness out of the women, he reasons. It was uncharted waters for all of us, but I think setting the tone. It was like, okay, let's relax here and have some fun. Once the reality of their situation set in, the guys realized they were competing for affection from the same group of women. In the beginning, we were trying to be like, dang, are we attracted to the same girl? How are we going to work this out? Khalil admits. I think we were all pretty nice about it. Not only were the men nice to one another, but they also absolutely made it a point to debrief with each other every day during the experience, according to Trip. It's the only way we could stay sane, he says. We were the only people who could talk to each other. I was so grateful to have these gentlemen alongside me. They got us through this, because I would have lost my mind if I couldn't speak at all. Dylan agrees, noting, when you can't speak English to the people you want to build a relationship with, you start building relationships with people you can speak English with. We got pretty close, even just kind of laughing about the awkward moments that would happen. The language barrier led to endless amounts of misunderstandings, Trip says, but ultimately thinks it was a good thing. I learned how to communicate on deeper levels, to the point, like, man, if words were used in this scenario, we may not have connected the same way. We may have actually had a bigger misunderstanding by speaking in this moment than the way that we just shared this time, he says. I was surprised by how, once we got comfortable in this situation, we were and how easy it became to connect. Dylan likewise became surprised by how well you can communicate with just body language. I learned a lot about myself and a lot of different cultures too, Khalil adds. It's really helped me a lot. Now, Khalil absolutely believes that love is stronger than any language barrier. A language barrier is, like, nothing, he says. I feel like now, to us, that's just another thing to jump over. It's cool. It's not as bad as most people think. Sangeeta Patel, who serves as the series host, concurs, telling E.T., the best part for me was actually watching on the side and seeing their connections being made through the experiments. It's pretty spectacular to watch. Love is really a universal language. Love and Translation will premiere January 21st on TLC. If you want to hear more news, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe on channel so you can be notified when we make new news.